Hi and welcome to Go. I'm your host, Blair Malazdrewich, and today we're coming at you from the Royal Aviation Museum of Western Canada. There's lots to see, so let's get going. Taking us on the tour of this museum is Paul. Paul, give me a little background of this museum.
Well, we've been here since 1984, and in our collection we have really an amazing collection of mostly bush planes, or we have some commercial planes, and we have some military planes. And we have some unique planes like our Vickers Vedette, or the Super 71, the Fairchild Super 71 that's behind us. These were pretty unique bush planes that there's only one copy of left in the world. So we have about 4 aircraft that are unique to the world. There's the big Junkers Ju-52-1M behind us, the big corrugated metal one. That's the only one in the world. So we have a lot of unique aircraft. We have about 20 aircraft in the museum itself here. And we have a lot of exhibits, historical exhibits on the Battle of Britain, or the first jet plane, or water bombers. Really a wonderful place to spend an afternoon.
There's lots to see and do, definitely. I bet you you're here every day, so you see all this amazing stuff. What is it like to see people go through the museum?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's nice to see people interested in our history, because it is Canada's expansion northward is due to the airplane. And there's a lot of amazing stories of pilots doing incredible, funny, heroic things. There are some tragedies too, and all of that is part of our history. And we have really good tour guides that give a tour Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in the afternoons at 2 o'clock, and often other times of the week. So I invite people to give us a call ahead of time to see when the tour guide's in, and they can fill in the history behind a lot of aircraft, and it really is a fascinating thing.
One thing I find fascinating, which of course there's a lot here, is sometimes you talk about some of the technologies that maybe started and didn't really take off.
Yeah, well, we have a replica of the Avro car, and that was done by Aviation. They're the ones that did the Avro Aero. And they were experimenting with a military aircraft that could fly very quickly, supersonic in any direction, change directions quickly. So they were really pushing the envelope, and they got the U.S. military involved in this. And they did some examples. They were trying to hover it in the air. Didn't quite work. But it's actually the precursor of the hovercraft in a sense. And if they had pushed it in a different direction and put a skirt around it, they would have invented the hovercraft. But a lot of those engineers, when Aviation folded at the end of the 1950s, a lot of them went to Britain to work for some of the company that developed the hovercraft, and in Britain had pretty much perfected the technology. So
see, an error turned to success as we move forward.
Exactly, and a lot of those engineers also went to NASA and worked on the moon project. So
awesome. So who do you think would enjoy this museum?
I think anybody who's interested in history, is interested in planes, is interested in mechanical things. We have over 40 airplane engines in the museum.
Great, thank you so much. We have lots more from the Royal Aviation Museum of Western Canada.